Hello and welcome to Megawhat, where each week we'll be giving you the lowdown on the latest piece of kit from the world of technology and gadgets. This week we're in a secret location in the heart of London with Nintendo's Wii House, where we're going to check out the console and some of the games planned for the summer. Let's go! So what do you get in the Wii House? Well, we've got a couple of plasmas. There's a console, you've got, sofa. There's a kitchen through here, which is where we can make tea, have beer, etc. If we carry on through the lounge, or the landing, sorry, they've even got, wait for this, you're going to love this, you can have a Wii in the Wii House, and there's branded mirrors. I mean, why would you want branded mirrors? There's pictures on the wall, there's some beautiful pop art and sort of Andy Warhol style. But the main reason we're here, obviously, is not because we're doing a look through the keyhole episode of Megawhat, but we're actually going to look at the Wii itself and some new games. So come this way and we'll look at the console. For those who've been on planet Mars for the last 6 months, this is the Wii console. It's a small little thing, costs £179, and the main focus of it is not the graphics like the PS3 or the Xbox, but actually the way you control it. And this is all done via a motion sensor controller called the Wii Remote, and then another motion controlled sensor called the Nunchuck. And the idea is using this sensor at the top of a screen, which you place, you can place anywhere you like, you can then control by pointing. I don't know whether you can see if I do this, you can see this hand moving around here. This is all done by not me pressing any buttons, but by moving the hand around. Now, Nintendo their whole approach is to focus on the innovative games. And so we've had some really good, there's Wii Tennis, where it involves you sort of slapping around and things like this, or boxing, where you're punching and things like that. So today, we're not going to, this is old news as far as the console's concerned, it's been out 6 months. We're going to look at some brand new games, which are due to come out this summer. We love bike computers. Now, I know you're supposed to be a peaceful event. I know it's supposed to be a peaceful event when you're cycling along a nice country lane, going to your picnic or whatever, but sod that. We want to know how fast we're going, how far we've gone, what we're doing, all the other bits, average speed, total speed, maximum speed, whether we need to brake to hit that speed camera because we get a ticket. Bear with me on this one. Basically, you just need stats because that's what we love, don't we? We just like to know information, and that's what we want. Okay, so the real geeks will want the cadence, but I don't really care about that. I just want to know how fast I'm going. So when I get down to the pub afterwards and go, hey, I went 40 miles an hour, that's what I want, and that's why we love bike computers. First off, we're going to be looking at the Resident Evil 4 from Capcom. Basically, Nintendo trying to shift that child image of, tennis games and Mario and things like that, have brought out an 18 rated certificate game for the console. The idea is it takes off the same Resident Evil franchise made famous by Mila Jovovich in the films, and Raccoon City, zombies, lots of killing, shooting guns, etc, etc. Where this differs from the 2005 PS2 version is that they've basically taken the main function of the Wii Remote and made that an integral part of the game. So you can either sort of slash and dash people, very much similar to how you're attacking with a sword in Zelda, for those who have played that, or you use the Wii Remote to line up the crosshairs to shoot your foe as they come charging towards you. Now, playing it this morning, we found already that the ability to just point and shoot, rather than have to fumble around with the controller they used to do with the PS2, is considerably easier to beat off your foes. Let's see if we can go up here, see if there's any bad guys. As you can see, the graphics aren't fantastic. They're not anywhere near as good as the PS3 or the Xbox 360. But I think the whole premise of this game is that you're not going for those cutting-edge graphics, you're going for the gameplay. See if we can find one in here. Oh, there must be. Here we go. Here's some bad guys. Right, now the chainsaw wielding thing, so we're going to zoom in on them with the crosshair using the remote. We're trying to take them out. I mean, it's still not easy. To take out the villagers, and I'd be worried about this guy because he's going to chop my head off if I'm not careful. And I'm going to try and slash and dash this guy. As you can see, it's quite energetic, and you really have to get involved. No sort of late night sitting on a pub, coming back from the pub being bored. This is, oh no, there you go. I'm dead. The guy chopped my head off, and that shows you also how violent the game can be. And that's Resident Evil 4. Did you know that you can make your BlackBerry act differently depending on whether it's in its case or out of it? Well, it's quite simple. All you have to do is, let me just unlock my phone, is you go to the sounds option, which is in Profiles, and you scroll down to advanced, and then from there you can set different calls. So we'll go normal. So this is when it's normal, the normal use for this phone. We check the phone option and it says out of holster. So I've set it here to vibrate and tone, so it will ring and vibrate. But when it's in holster, you can set it so it either vibrates and tones, or it just vibrates, or it's just a tone, or in fact it's actually muted at all completely. And that means that when it's in the holster and in your pocket and you're in a meeting, you don't necessarily have to have it ringing, or if you just want to have it on your desktop, so you just put it down, it will give you a different response each time. And you can set this up for the ringtones, the messaging system, whether it tells you whether there's an email or not, and it's a really nice little feature for making sure that you can use your phone and not be the annoying person in the meeting.